Friday night. It's Friday night here in the Pacific, and good evening, everybody. If you're watching us in the Philippines, good afternoon. It's a beautiful Saturday at 12 noon. And as always, I hope you had a wonderful lunch or having a wonderful lunch with your friends and family and loved ones. And I hope you enjoy our show today because this is a one heck of a show. I'm so excited with our very, very special guest, and I'll talk to her more about why she's, I consider, one of the future superstar of Broadway. And you would hear her. She is just phenomenal. I saw her in one of the concert that was produced by a friend, and I was taken. I was like, I can't believe it because I kind of know the other artists, but she was a special guest. So, and her performance was amazing, if not phenomenal. So, without much further ado, but before anything else, before I introduced her, we are live on PHLB Radio Facebook page, as well as simultaneously live. We are airing live on PHLB Radio YouTube channel. So if you're not a subscriber yet, what are you waiting for? Like, share, subscribe. Also, if you are using Amazon Fire TV, you could look for PHLB channel. And if you're using Alexa, all you have to do is say, Alexa, play PHLB Radio. And on top of that, we are also live being broadcasted to different audio podcasts, namely Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. And if you miss any of our shows, no problem whatsoever. All you have to do is look for PHLB Radio YouTube channel. We're already on the playlist. So right after this broadcast, you would see this in about 5 to 10 minutes. It will be uploaded. So just in case you miss any part of the shows or the show tonight, no problem. You could always watch any replay of any shows of PHLB Radio. And happy viewing to Team Replay, because a lot of you would say we cannot watch live because of schedule or anything that's happening with your life. But like what I said, no problem at all. You could always go back and you could be part of Team Replay. And those people who are watching live right now, Sonny Francisco is watching us from the Philippines. So hi, Sonny. So anyway, before anything else, because I am so excited with this young lady, it took a while because her schedule is so hectic. So we keep rescheduling. We wanted to do this last month, but her schedule and my schedule won't kind of catch up. So we luckily, with the courtesy of the mom, who's very responsible for her schedule, she was thanks to her. Her name is Yasmin Montemayor Simon. And she was able to make it happen for us. So without much further ado, I will introduce the accomplished singer. We will know more about her up close and personal, none other than Christine with a K, Christine Simon. Hi, Christine. Good evening to you.
Hello. Good evening po. And to those watching in the Philippines, excuse my bad Tagalog, but magandang hapon po.
Oh, and also, just to let everybody know, if you're watching from different parts of the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And if you're not watching at all right now and you're doing replay, happy viewing and good day to everyone. Because I know a lot of people who will be watching from like Poland and Middle East. They said, oh, you never say good morning to us. So if I missed anybody, hello world, basically. So Christine, tell us about, I know you moved from the Philippines when you were 2 years old. Okay, the Simon or the Montemayor, where are they from originally?
Montemayor, my mom's family, they're from Pangasinan.
What part of Pangasinan? I love
Alaminos, like 100 Islands.
Okay, Alaminos, yes. Okay.
So we would go there when we would go to the Philippines, and when my Lolo was still alive, he'd tell us stories, and there were some pretty interesting stories, especially during the war, but 100 Islands is so beautiful, and we'd always go and feast on the food. We'd take the boat ride, and it was always so much fun.
So no culture shock when you went. When was the first time you went back? Because I know you migrated here when you were 2, and then yes. It seems like based on what I've read about your parents, your mom, especially your mom and your Lola, they would take you back, so at least you would be acquainted with your roots. So
yes.
when your recollection though, when was the first time you went back to the Philippines?
We tried to do it every 2 years, so okay. I think I was around anywhere from 5 to 7. That's already 2 years, but those are some of the first memories I have of going back when I was in the very first years of grade school.
And how
Really,
was your
really young.
childhood like?
Ah,
Being, you moved here at
yes.
2 years old. Of course, we all did that, and in those days, we kind of looked different from the other people growing up
Hmm.
here in the States.
Um, I don't remember what my life in the Philippines was like because I was so young when I
Yeah.
came here, so I couldn't really compare it to anything. But when I came here, I don't even think it's very bad, but the only thing I can remember from preschool where it's like you look a bit different was I was obsessed with the Powerpuff Girls, that cartoon, right? And I loved Blossom because she wore my favorite color at the time, pink. And she was the leader and she was smart. That's what I liked the most. She was very intelligent. That's what differentiated her from the other two Powerpuff Girls. And so I was always like, I want to be Blossom. But one girl, Gigi, I remember her name. She said, "You can't be Blossom because you have short black hair. You don't look like her. I'm Blossom. You're Buttercup." And I did not like Buttercup when I was small. Now I like her. She's really cool. She's tough. But when I was small, I was like, I don't like her. She's mean and she's like a tomboy. I was so girly when I was small. So I was so mad at her that
It's so
the
cool.
memory stuck with me. And I still remember her on
Oh
the
my God.
playground.
Okay, we have people watching us already. Let's give a shout out to Jeff Rastelli.
Oh,
Jeff
hi,
said,
Jeff.
"You are so talented, Christine. Thank you for sharing the talents with us all." Oh, Jeff, stay tuned. We will hear more about her talent, and we have some surprises. You'll be so amazed.
Oh,
And then Carlos Mangonon. Hello, Christine and Josh, he said, our producer. Then Sid and Caroline, faith, beauty, and talent equals Christine Simon. That is so true. And we
oh,
will know more about that.
oh,
Beauty, faith, and talent. Because remember,
thank
when I
you.
heard you, I told Carlos right away, who is that young lady? I need to have her on my show. The world the world needs to hear her voice. Let's not keep her a secret. So, okay, did you take voice lesson? Because when I was reading again, it seems like you are always part of a choir,
Hmm.
either a church choir or a school
Yes,
choir, and then you carry it on all the way to college. So,
yes.
was there a voice lesson? Yasmin, your mom sent you to a voice lesson, or you just?
She did, yes.
Oh,
I
she
was very
did.
lucky. Yes. So when I was 15, that's when I did my first solo in choir. It was the
Yeah.
spring concert and I sang I Dreamed a Dream from Les Miserables. And after that, I think my mom was like, "Okay, I don't want you to ruin your voice by not singing properly, not having the proper technique." So she took me to a voice teacher and I spent some time with him and then I changed teachers a bit. I like to see different styles and I was very fortunate because all of them they really they taught me how to not just sing properly, how to sing pretty, but how to take care of my voice. It's an instrument and it's compared to other musicians, it's so intimate and personal because I can't just like, if I'm not well, just play something with my fingers. It's part of you. So they taught me lots of habits to help preserve my voice in addition to sounding good.
Well, I think they did well in teaching you because we will hear again. Well, I heard you already two or three songs in the past, but this time we're gonna go live later today. But what I was so impressed is I didn't know you are a Taekwondo master. You had a black belt in Taekwondo. Tell
I
us about
do.
that and about Master Kim.
Yes. So I wouldn't call myself a master, no. But Taekwondo is a sport that I did when I was really, really young. I was about 5 when I started. I know I wanted to do ballet, but oh
Okay,
yeah,
did you
that's
see
me.
the screen?
I was about 7 there. That was at a tournament in Lancaster here in California. And I was very flexible when I was young. So my kick is so high.
You
But
look scary there.
yes, I'm very small. So I'm glad that stuff like that is a bit intimidating. But Taekwondo was really great. I loved it. I was a pretty quiet, kind of bookish kid, but Taekwondo helped me. It was the sport I did. It helped me be active and channel whatever energy I had into something that wasn't a book, I guess. It helped me be on my toes a lot and I really enjoyed it. But Master Kim, Oh, I remember him so fondly. He was like a surrogate grandfather to me. And I think because I was so small when I started Taekwondo, and maybe he was like, okay, I'll kind of take her under my wing. And he was very strict with lots of people, but I remember he was always so kind to me. So my first memories of him were just some warmth and everything like that. But he oh, I think the reason he liked me was because when we had our tests, we
Yeah.
every time we would progress to a new belt, he would ask us questions. And there was one instant when no one could answer a question. He would go down the line to quite old kids, older teenagers, down, down, down. No one got it. But my mother, she grilled me before the testing. And so I was the only one who answered it. And I think after that, he was like, okay, you, I take a bit of a liking to you.
Well, one of the thing, and I think hopefully our video is ready. One of the reason why I was so adamant to guest you, and I was like calling Carlos, and I told you already when I met you after the concert, I said I need to get you on the show. And can we roll the video? And this
Oh
is so
gosh.
impressive. Hopefully we have the video because I sent it a little bit late. Yo, can you
Sort of
run the
with
video
my
first?
last song, something a bit more up tempo, and sing something from the classic Lerner and Lowe musical, My Fair Lady, which tells the story of a young flower girl with a very thick Cockney accent who learns how to speak proper British English with the help of a professor, Henry Higgins, who's I don't think he'd be a very popular professor nowadays, let's leave it at that. And in this song, she learns that her feelings, which were at first decidedly ones of hatred and irritation, and she sings early in the music about wanting to get him in all sorts of bad situations. But now they're warmer, they're something more akin to love. So here's I Could Have Danced All Night from My Fair Lady.
In the show.
Oh, thank you. I was nervous for that because I'm not much of a dancer.
See, this is the thing that I remember Leia telling us. When a good artist, when they could tell a story, like
Mm,
in your case, I would assume you've seen Leia's performances,
yes.
and when she sing with her heart. And in this particular number, aside from the other one, the Les Mis, um, you were acting the whole time. You were the in character. And to think it's a Broadway show. It's a
Hmm.
Broadway night to remember returns, and I was like, I said, this lady really deserved to be a special guest. It's amazing. So
Oh,
congratulations on that number.
thank you. Thank you. I
Yeah.
think
So, but before, because I know a lot of people already texting me, is it gonna be all tape? I said no. So we'll cut to the first one first. So
okay.
what we're gonna do here now is because I know you're sitting on a piano or by the piano. So we're gonna hear your first performance for
Okay.
tonight as a segue to our because we have the easy questions earlier. Then we're gonna go with the second part after your performance about other things that I'd like to talk about.
Hmm.
And then, of course, there's some surprises still. I'm not gonna make
Okay.
you promise. I won't make you cry.
Okay.
Okay, what are you gonna sing for us, and what? Why of all the many songs that you could perform tonight? Why this? Was there any significant about this particular piece that you're gonna do for us? tell us the background. So introduce that song or
Yes.
this piece for us. And
Okay.
without much further ado, ladies and gentlemen, our viewers, our listener, I'm giving you Christine Simon.
Thank you. Thank you. So I will be singing a song from a musical that's very special to me because I was named after the female protagonist. I think you can guess the musical. It's from The Phantom of the Opera. I was named
Oh my
after
God.
Christine Daae. So this, ever since I was like 3 or something, I hope to live up to it now. Gosh, but I remember singing to the cast album with Sarah Brightman, and my earliest memories were in the car with that blasting and me trying to hit the notes. So I will be singing "Think of Me,"
Oh, wow.
which is CH
Beautiful, a
Christine.
very hard song.
I know.
Oh my God. No, not to give you pressure.
Adding on
That's
top of
one
the
of my
pressure.
favorite song from Phantom.
Oh,
Because
it's so beautiful.
not a lot of singer could do that because it goes gradually higher,
Mhm.
higher, higher. It's a crazy, crazy song.
It is a crazy, crazy song.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited to hear her version, her cover of Phantom of the Opera, Think of Me. Oh my God.
Uh, I'm just gonna do some. It gets so high. Okay.
No pressure.
Okay. Think of me fondly when we've said goodbye. Remember me every so often. Promise me you'll try. On that day, that not so distant day, when you are far away and free, if you ever find a moment, spare a thought for me. And though it's clear, though it was always clear that this was to be, if you happen to remember, stop and think of me. Think of was green. Don't think about the way things might have been. Think of me waking, silent and resigned. Imagine me trying too hard to put you from my mind. Think of me, please say you'll think of me, whatever you choose to do. There will never be a day when I won't think. This is where Raul comes in.
You know.
Flowers fade, the fruits of summer fade. They have their seasons, so do we. But please promise me that sometimes you will. Oh, Oh, done.
Wow. Goosebumps.
Thank you.
We're getting I'm getting I'm losing some sound. Do we have it? We're getting I'm getting I'm losing some sound. Do we have it? Anyways, we'll continue because oh, your Zoom coming in and out. Okay, but we got the music though, right? Okay. Okay, then Tita Pong and Uncle Guy are watching
Oh
you.
my gosh.
Roberta Huffman. And then of course
No.
Roberta Huffman says, "Keep pushing your dream, Christine." Oh my
Thank you,
God, that
Tita
is
Pong,
so
and hi, Uncle
amazing.
Guy.
Okay, one of the things that I know about you is you are a Lola and Lolo's girl, because
Yeah.
mom was working so hard, and I think she's a nurse or she worked for a hospital.
She was a doctor in the Philippines,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, and then so you're always left with with Lolo and Lola. Can we
Mhm.
show the picture of Lola and Lola? Lolo and Lola. And the funny thing is, this young lady, she's always being fed. All the pictures I've seen.
Yes, I love food.
Okay, let's see. It's gonna show. Yo, can you show the picture of Lolo and Lola? So Lola is no longer with us, right? Lolo.
Lolo is not.
Yeah,
No,
but
he
Lola
passed
is still
away
here.
in 2016. Yeah,
Yeah,
my grandma Honey, she's living with us. Yes.
yeah. And how old is she? How old is Lola now?
She just turned 87, exactly a
Wow.
month ago, April 5. Yes.
Wow, amazing.
Yes.
So what are your recollection memories of Lolo first?
Um, Again, when I lived with them, I was so young, so I don't remember this, but I was told stories of how he would read to me every single morning. That was his priority, I guess, as soon as I woke up. So, I mean, there were times it's kind of gross, but I would still have my diaper full from the night before, and he would not care. He'd just be like, "No, I'm going to read to her." And whether it be the newspaper or a children's book, he would always be reading and trying to cultivate my mind, I guess. And he's the one who planted the seeds of curiosity and a love for learning in me. So those are some of my memories of him. And then when I was older and we'd go back to the Philippines, he would tell me stories about his childhood. He was very proud of being from Alaminos. So he would tell us stories about Alaminos when he was young and his life, and some stories that are all over the place, actually, about the war. And yes, when the Philippines was occupied, and he was a wealth of knowledge. And I'm so happy that what few years we had together we spent and that we were so close. But as for my grandma, she she also she my mom's family, they're big readers, and so while my Lola would read to me, my grandma I think was like, okay, I'm not going to do that. So she fed me. she, she nourished me in a different way. Um, my mom would tell me stories of how, like baby food, Gerbers and everything. She was, no, that's not good enough for me. So she would mash vegetables and fruits and make like nilaga and like one portion nilaga just for me. And I was so spoiled. And of course, in the Philippines, there are yayas and everything, but my grandparents are like, no, no, we'll take care of her.
Amazing. And
Yeah.
that's, I think, like when you said about your Lolo reading to you and all that, it worked. You know, you went to Davis,
I,
UC Davis, and that's
yes.
a very high-end school. It's a difficult. It's one of those schools that are quota school. They call it quota school, meaning you just get in, just like anyone else. I think the your Lolo did a good job in cultivating your mind.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
He'd be glad to
amazing.
hear that.
Yeah, so amazed. Can we show the picture of Lolo? Yo, can we see? Of course. Let's see if we have that. We're trying to get that, and also Lola, if we have that picture.
Mhm.
Okay, now so you were raised by Lola and Lola when you were growing up, and of
Mhm.
course, your mom has been really the factor that brought you really where you are today. And
Mhm.
I really want to show the picture of mom too, because I have a beautiful picture. And hopefully, you're hearing this. Can we show a picture of Lolo, then Lola, and mom? Because I want to see the resemblance of that. We're having technical difficulty on our end. Just everybody who are watching us, Christine is coming from San Diego, and the show is being done in Las Vegas, and I'm doing my show in my home in Los Angeles. So this is what technology and live show is about. So anyway, if we don't have the pictures yet because they're not ready yet, or they're still working on it. So we'll go back to that in a minute. So Christine,
Yes.
you've been singing, and you had this beautiful, wonderful show most recently, which is the A Broadway Night to Remember returns. Is
Hmm.
this something that we will be seeing your name in the marquee from now on?
If people will have me, I'd
Oh,
be happy
you
to
will be
sing.
surprised. So who is your manager? Is Yasmin, your mom, your manager?
Um, unwilling manager.
Really? Okay. Now, what? Because I know you're reviewing right now,
Hmm.
for medical school.
Yes.
Okay, so how far away with your review?
Hmm.
When are you taking the exam, or you're still in the process of just reviewing and then taking
Yes.
your exam?
Still reviewing. It's a lot, and the test is ridiculously long. So trying to build up the stamina, the mental stamina to
Yeah.
take it is one thing, and then just doing a bunch of content reviews the other. But I'm hoping to take it this year in 2023.
Is it hard? I mean, based on your review, is it going to be difficult?
Oh yeah.
Because I took the LSAT, well,
Uh-huh.
not the LSAT, the law school,
Okay. Oh yeah, the
and
LSAT.
it was hard, but it was, if you review and you're well prepared, I think you're in for a big surprise. If it was meant for you, then it's meant for you.
That's true.
Um, Also, so what are your dreams? So what's gonna happen if you get a Broadway contract? What would happen? So I'm
Oh,
I'm really putting out right there,
are you
manifestation.
gonna manifest it? Oh wow. Wow, that would be amazing. I mean, I of course I grew up listening to Lea Salonga. It's not just because we're Filipino. I mean, she voiced two Disney princesses. I think she's the only one I think who's voiced
Yes, she's
two.
the only one.
So
Mulan and
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
So
Yeah.
that's such an amazing feat. And so her story, I mean, growing up listening to her and then seeing what an inspiration she is and how she carries herself and conducts herself. She's professional in seemingly every manner of her life, not just in singing, but she has such grace and poise. So she's been an idol. So if somehow something happens, yeah, that would be amazing. And
So you're willing to put your dream to be a doctor on the side, just like her?
if the occasion came, yes, when I
You
was
know,
small.
your mom Yasmin is gonna kill me after this show. I'm putting more stuff into your head to make you more confused. So who do you look up to? Who are your idols growing
Mm,
up, aside from when it comes to singing?
singing, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, Leia Salonga, but Julie Andrews was a big one. She had one of the most iconic voices of the 20th century, and the roles she originated were so beautiful.
Yes.
And she's been the leading lady in yeah countless shows. I mean, My Fair Lady, Cinderella. She was like the muse of Rodgers and Hammerstein, and oh, so good, golden voice. She's another one. I'd say Barbara Cook, another great soprano, in the Broadway world, who also originated quite a few roles, like I think Amalia in She Loves Me and Cunegonde in the Bernstein operetta Candide.
Yeah.
So she's another great singer. Those are the main ones that I looked up to growing up because they're the ones I listened to more. But
So as far as genre, so
mhm,
you would consider more of a Broadway tune singer, or do of course, pop ballads,
mm,
and I would assume inspirational because you do a lot of choir singing,
yes,
church singing. But is it safe to assume you're not into hard rock?
I listen to hard rock. I like
You
listening to
do.
it, but I can't sing
Wow.
it. I can't. Yeah, I mean, my playlists on Spotify are all over the place. So I like kind of like headbanger music. That's what I when
Are
I'm
you
not
serious? Oh
I'm
wow.
not kidding. But like the older ones, like 60s, 70s, that time. But those songs are very fun. I have to be in the right headspace kind of, but like if I'm cleaning my room or something and then blasting it, that's fun to just kind of jam out to. If I'm not singing, if I have something coming up, then I kind of switch to a more show tune, kind of classical
Yeah, I noticed because
mind.
like your choice of songs,
Yes,
the way the when you perform at the Broadway, those are like
yes,
classic
yes.
songs. I mean, you did I Could Have Danced All Night, and of course you did the Les Miserables, uh,
Mm-hmm.
I Dream a Dream, and then
Yes.
of course you did a duet. Too bad you guys, you if you missed that show, hopefully there'll be a repeat next time. Hopefully sometime this year or end this year. But it's one show produced by our good friend Carlos Mangonan, and you need to watch that. Maybe it's a Broadway night to remember returns again.
Part two.
Now, among the characters from Broadway, who are
Hmm.
your favorites? And if you are given a chance to play,
My dream roles?
yes.
Oh gosh. Well, Christine Daae, of course, she's top of the list for many, many reasons. Again, yeah, since I was named after her, I feel a sort of connection, I guess. Not that there's like a phantom in my life or anything, but
Hope
that would
not.
be, yeah, of course, a bit too real, merging art and real life. No, but she has such beautiful songs, and I think her character arc is really great. I mean, she went through such hardship in her early life. I mean, she was so close to one person, then she lost him, and then she was kind of thrust into this world of the opera Garnier and being a chorus girl, and then she meets the mysterious man. So, but she goes through a lot of emotional growth, I think, in the show that I think that there's a pitfall for the sort of ingenue roles to just be like,
Mm.
oh, they're boring because they're just like pretty and they sing high and then men love them. But I think for her, you can be you can inject a lot of complexity into her and make her very multidimensional. And if you listen to the lyrics of her songs, there's more than meets the eye, I think, for her. So Christine Dye would definitely be one. Um, Eliza Doolittle would be another
Of
from My
course,
Fair
my
Lady. I
fair
love
lady.
My Fair
Of
Lady.
course.
Yes, and I studied English in school, so I mean, the songs that Professor Higgins sings, I'm just, yes, the lyrics are so brilliant. Lerner and Lowe were geniuses, so she would be another great one. She's so feisty and fiery, especially in the beginning of the show, and then you see a more apparent change to her when she becomes very regal, and she fools people into thinking she's Hungarian royalty at a royal ball. So she's great also. Um, I like the high roles. So like, I think Joanna from Sweeney Todd would be also very fun, kind of getting into her psyche because she had another very difficult childhood. I mean, the her parents there was stuff that happened. Her dad was sent off to Australia. Her mom, we find out later, is still alive, but we think that she's dead at the beginning, and her guardian had been lusting after her for a while. So there's a lot of stuff going on with her, and she feels like this trapped bird, but kind of getting into that and seeing how her madness comes out would be fun. Would be fun, but from an acting and singing perspective. And then I think Sabella Dicewith from A Gentleman's Guide to Love and
So
Murder.
you do
Again, she
watch a lot of Broadway.
I listen to it all the time.
Oh, you
Yes,
listen, but you don't watch them in the Globe, the Globe there, because they
when I
do a lot
can.
in San Diego.
Yes. Oh yeah, we have a pretty good theater scene.
Yes,
When
yeah,
we
the
can, we try
touring,
and go to
yeah.
the theater.
So
Yes.
you do watch a lot of theater, because the good thing with you is when you sing, especially the performance you did at in Escondido, you introduce the song because there's some singers they'll just assume they know the song, but you kind of tell a little story, background story of the song and how it felt like. You did that for I Could Have Danced, and you did that for I Dream a Dream. You kind of tell the story first, kind of like set it up, and then you
Hmm.
would do your singing and you're acting it out. And my question for you would be, how do you how do you feel, or how do you what's your take on that when people would say you are such, not only you're a very pretty person, a pretty young
Thank
lady,
you.
but you really have a voice to
Mm.
reckon with. How do you handle that as an artist?
Um, I mean, it's wonderful to receive the compliment. I feel a bit embarrassed though when I receive it, because I think like most people, you see your flaws the most. So especially when I'm singing, my mom will always tell me like, no, it was fine or something, unless it was really a train wreck. But I'm always thinking, okay, I'm glad it was fine, but I messed up here. I messed up here. This wasn't where I wanted it. So I'll take the compliment as well as I can. I'll thank them. But what stands out to me is just like, this is what could have been better. Always
Are you
want it to be better.
serious? So you're telling me you are your worst critic?
Oh, for sure. Yes.
No, did you watch your performances? Because I sent you all the videos. So
Yes.
did you watch your performance during that show?
I watched it because I wanted to see if it was okay. But I'm very uncomfortable watching myself, especially sing. It sounds like nails on a chalkboard to me. I think a lot of people are like that. But I just think I sound kind of funny when I'm
Huh?
hearing it. I don't know. I don't like it. I just feel like, I don't want to hear myself.
No,
But
you really, really could sing, or else I would not ask you.
oh, thank you. I'm just
That's
happy
why
when the notes are
I
in
was
tune.
rumbling for a while. They're trying to get you on the show because I said your voice should be heard.
Oh, thank you.
Because
Thank
you
you.
really have a very wonderful, it's a very broad, you are really born for a Broadway stage. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's
That
just a
would
matter
be
of time,
great.
I think. Yeah. And God willing, you never know. So are you willing to sacrifice medical school to Broadway?
I'll take an extended hiatus. Let's go with that.
You never know. You never know.
Yes.
Okay. What if you are asked
Mhm.
today, um, what will be your inspiration when you sing?
When I sing, my inspiration. I always think of my mom when I sing. I mean, even if it's a really sad song or whatever, I just want to make her proud and make her happy. And she's also, I mean, she's very nice and everything, but she's also a good critic. And so she'll tell me like, oh, I can't feel that from you or make it like this. But when my siblings and I know that we've made her proud, that's the best stamp of approval.
There
I'm like,
you
oh, there's
go. Now you
mommy.
got the picture of your mom.
Oh, mommy's so
It's so
pretty.
pretty.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yo, let's keep her on the screen for a while. Now, since can we put again the picture? Because I have to ask, what message would you give your mom
Oh, okay.
now that she's on our screen? See
Yes,
how
okay.
beautiful. Now you could tell, you guys, viewers and listeners, you could tell where Christine got the good looks. Look at mom. Look at Yasmin.
Good genes. I'm very
So
lucky.
yeah, look at that. She could. We were talking offline earlier. She could have gone like a beauty queen or something, but she said
Yes.
she's not into it.
My
But I think you
siblings and
got the
I,
good looks from her.
we teased her about it and she's like,
So
no,
look
not
at
for me.
that. Look at that.
I know. She has
Yeah.
really good feet. She's very
Yeah.
pretty.
Okay.
But
Message for your
message for
mom.
mom. Oh, okay. It's trite, but thank you, mommy. Thank you for everything you do for my siblings and me, for the innumerable sacrifices that you've made for us to make things easier. And you more often than not don't even let us know what the hardships that you're going through because you don't want to add more to our plate. So thank you for being our strength and our emotional rock. You're the glue that binds us together, that keeps us all together. And you've been such a wonderful inspiration to all of us. You are a pillar of beauty and grace and strength and dignity and all so many wonderful virtues just packaged into the most beautiful package. Um, and your unwavering faith, you've told us time and time again, is what allows you to keep your head held high in the face of adversity. So that sort of example, that you've shown us since we were very young in some way or another kind of percolates into our minds and sort of instills us with these same qualities, whether we realize it or not. So thank you for everything. And I
Wow,
love
that's
you so much, mommy.
a beautiful message. Oh my God, that is so heartfelt. I
I've
hope.
tested my mom's love a few times, but she's she really is someone who shows unconditional love to her children. And you'd hope that's always the case. It not always is, but with her, we're
Well,
very
you're one
lucky.
of the lucky ones because
Yes, yes,
I hear some horror stories too, but that
yes.
hearing that message from you to her, it means a lot to a lot of people, and you're blessed
I am.
among other
Yes.
things with a good voice, good looks, and with a mom was so supportive. Because I could see her hand putting some stuff like a boombox or something close to you earlier.
That wasn't her. That was my uncle Sid, a
Oh, your
family
Uncle Sid.
friend.
Hello,
Yes,
Uncle
he
Sid.
he's
Okay, then
a
let's
wizard with
see.
all this stuff.
Let's have oh, Catherine Cruz is watching from LA, from Los Angeles.
Hello.
Catherine Cruz is the former wife, oh well, not the former, the wife of the former Consul General of Los Angeles.
Oh
Now
wow.
Adele Cruz now is the Secretary Cruz now is the presidential chief of presidential protocol of the Bongbong Marcos administration, as well as advisor, presidential advisor of foreign affairs when it comes to with this administration. So Catherine Cruz, watching us tonight,
Hello.
is the wife, not the former. She is still the legal wife.
The only one.
She's gonna kill me after this broadcast. Why would you say former wife? So it's a former Consul General Adele
Okay.
Cruz. Okay.
Hello.
Roy Nick Hernandez is watching us from Project 7 in the Philippines. So magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Now, before we continue, because we're gonna take a break by your performance. So you did already Think of Me, which I love, and I know I'm gonna play it so many times. I'm gonna
Oh,
capture it and make it my ringtone. You'll be
oh
surprised
gosh.
once you see me. And somebody will call me and you'll hear your voice singing Think of
Oh
Me.
wow. That would
So
be my
what's the
sister's
next?
nightmare.
No,
My sister, oh,
really?
that would be her nightmare, I think.
How about Enzo? Because you have two siblings.
Yes, I
Since
do.
you already so
Um,
your siblings are Enzo,
Catherine,
Lorenzo,
Catherine and
Alice.
Lorenzo, whom we call Enzo. Everyone calls him Enzo, but my sister, I think growing up listening to me, especially warm up in the shower and in my room, kind of soured her perspective for my singing. But when I ask her, she'll admit like, okay, you did well, or that was good, it wasn't bad. And I know that especially if I'm not feeling well and I have a performance, she's told me that she'll be praying very fervently, like, please don't let Ate crack, please don't let Ate crack. So I know
Wow.
she has my back, so that's very nice. She's supportive when it counts, but oh, if I'm practicing something, she'll definitely like poke her head out and be like, can you just shut up already? But Enzo, no, Enzo, he'll mock me a bit when I'm doing my exercises. Also, he'll sing it in soprano in like the high register, and he'll come in and do the same warm up as me and be like, "Oh, this isn't hard at all." So he's a character, but
You should tell them, Christine, watch
yeah.
out. One of these days I'm gonna be a big star. I'm not gonna say hello to you on stage.
Better be nice to me now while you can.
That's right. He said, I will forget the little people.
Oh gosh. No, I can never forget them. They're giants to me. So yeah, but
So,
Enzo's
well,
more.
yeah, well,
He'll listen more.
before we continue with the next part, I'll give the floor to you because I am bombarded with all these phone calls on a personal phone call saying, are we gonna sing her? Are we gonna hear her sing again? Of course. Of course. That's why we're gonna make sure that this broadcast will be heard across the globe, and everybody would know who Christine Simon and her capability and her wonderful voice, and that she is just an amazing talent that needs to be heard and needs to be on the Broadway stage.
Thank you. You're
And
very kind.
that's my manifestation for you. So without much further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving you again Christine Simon.
So I'm going to be singing a Tagalog song now. So bear
Wow.
with me. It's a song by Miss Joey Albert. It's called Ikaw Lang Ang
Mamahalin.
Yes, I can sing it, but when I speak Tagalog, it's terrible. So thank you to Tita Joanna, my mom's friend from college, for not only recommending the song to me when I said I wanted to sing more Tagalog songs, but also for taking time out of her busy schedule to do a meeting like this and helping me get more to the emotional context of the song and making sure my Tagalog was good, was decent. So
here you go.
Bawang ikot ating buhay. Oras tanga ng maghiwalay. Puso'y lumaban pa, walang magagawa. Hanggang kailan ka muli mahahanggang sa ating ito sandali. Lampo tayo kitang hanggat may mga bata ikaw lang ang mamahalin. Kailan ka muling mahahanggang sa ating ito sandali. Lampo tayo ikaw lang ang
Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Now, firstly, how were you able to learn the diction? Is that your aunt you were talking about that they kind of tell you how to pronounce the word, enunciate the word?
My mom's good friend from college. She also sings, and so we had a meeting, and I just had her listen to it to see if anything needed to be fixed. And she gave a lot of very helpful advice. But the one who helped me with the song firstly was my mom. We went through every single line, and we made sure that my pronunciation was okay. I hope it was. And she told me word for word what it meant, what a pretty good translation was. We looked online, and I think she was a little irked that the translations to English were very literal.
Yeah.
It was not very artistic or beautiful. So she'd just say, "No, that's too literal," and then she'd give me a more realistic sense of what the song was about. So, Mommy and Tita Joanna, they were very helpful. And then, of course, listening to the song on repeat on Spotify, that also helped.
So thank you, mommy, and thank you, Auntie
Yes,
Joanna,
yes,
for
thank you.
helping. How about the story itself, the feelings? How do you
Mhm.
get that into that song?
Into the
Because that's a
song.
very hard song, and I know Joey Albert would love to hear a version. I know she's having a concert, I think next month. I don't know
Oh,
if it's San Diego or LA. I'm gonna find it out, and if it's San Diego, I'll make sure that you get to watch her.
oh, thank you.
Yeah,
That would be
hopefully, because I know she's doing one with Adet Quesada, one of the premier composer of the Philippines. I know
oh
they're
wow.
doing us. They just invited me. I just don't remember the date exactly, but I know they are gonna be somewhere in LA or in San Diego.
Oh wow, that
Yeah,
sounds
so at least
great. You
you'll
know
hear how
everyone.
she's singing.
But how did I get into the meaning of the song?
Yeah,
I think for pretty much every song I sing, I try and like what Lea Salongo was saying, find the I knew the quote before, and when I would sing songs, and then I heard her say that, I was like, "Oh, that's what I try to do, tell the story." I always thought singing was like storytelling, but set to music, and so I listened to the song. I learned the translation. I read each line, and from there, I tried to see, okay, what does this mean? How would I respond? What would put me in the situation to say this? So I try and imagine myself in the situation or set of circumstances that would put me in that situation, find some sort of emotional way to get into it, I guess.
Yeah.
So I do that with most songs, I think. I try to do that at least.
Well, that's really the essence of a very good actress. Because remember, since you're a fan of Leia, that's exactly what happened to her in Miss Saigon. Because she never had a boyfriend before, and then of course she needs to do some romantic scenes during that, and it was difficult for her. But she put into herself in character, and her father said, her advice, the advice of the father, his advice to Leia was, you're an actress, so you pretend to be that Vietnamese girl who would be involved with an American GI. So that was it. But before anything else, I got a text that the sound is not as good. What are you using a laptop?
I am, yes.
You are. Okay, yo, because it seems like you're coming in and out. I mean, the speaking voice is good, but when you
Okay.
sing, we're kind of losing some of the sound. Yo, are you there? Maybe we could fix it a little bit for her because that's what they did on mine. Johan, let's see. Let me call her because I don't want people to miss the beautiful voice of yours. They said when you sing, it's the singing voice that comes in and out. So I have a feeling we just need to adjust. So hang on, our viewers. We'll see how we could fix it so you'll have a better experience of Christine singing. Because I got a text from one of our listeners and viewers. They said, please, the voice is coming in and out when she sings. So I don't know what that meant, but I'm gonna call and look for help. See, let's cue. Let's see. We're gonna. This is live show, so things happen. So let's see. Let's see if we could fix it. I think we just need to help you adjust some of the thing on your Zoom account. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, we'll just re-edit it. Hold on. Okay.
I'm enlisting help.
Yeah, and then I will. Okay, I don't want them to miss your beautiful singing. Okay, hold on. Let me call Yo. Yo is our tech people as well. Johan. Okay, let's see. I'm calling her right now. So while we're waiting for them to fix it, because the interview it's going well. It's just like when you sing, for some reason, I think that we need to add some adjustment on the Facebook account because it's going in and out, and that's what even Carlos texted me and said that the voice is going in and out. Hold on.
Hmm.
Okay, while we're waiting though, let's continue with our interview.
Okay.
Okay, so we know already your dream, and
Mm.
hopefully, this dream, aside from being a doctor, you could be a singing doctor on stage, and we already know your dream role. So, what do you want? What else? What? See, because you sang in that show, a dream, you dream of dream. What are your dreams?
Dreams. Okay. Um, excuse me. Well, yeah, ever since I was small, the dream was to be either a Disney princess, or a doctor, or both, if I can. Those were the main ones. When I was in preschool, I remember they have those projects where you just tell facts about yourself. So they have like a body and you color it in, and they say, "My name is Christine. My favorite color, pink." Especially when I was 3, favorite food, etc. And for my dream job, I said doctor, but I also wanted to be a Disney princess. I love Disney movies so much. That those are some dreams. This one's fun. Another dream I have is, oh gosh, I don't know if I'll ever accomplish this dream, but to read the three great works of the ancient world in the original language. So of the Western ancient world, like the Iliad, the Odyssey, and the Aeneid. I'm a massive fan of ancient Greece in particular, but also ancient Rome, and so many things that they did millennia ago. I just find it so mind-boggling that it's trickled down into our society nowadays, and the effects of it are still seen, even though it happened so long ago. So if I ever can learn the languages, I'd love to read the works.
But you
The
did,
original.
you were able to read the English version of
The
that.
English, yes, but I want to read
Amazing, right?
the original. Oh, they're so good.
Amazing. Did
Oh,
you did
so
you
good.
did you happen to read Dante's Inferno as well?
Parts of it, not in its entirety.
Scary.
But we went, my brother and I were, and my sister, but we went to Milan and saw the church where Dante was, or not Milan, sorry, Florence, and the church where
Florence.
he was. And we had a wonderful guide who told us that before Dante, it was heaven and hell were right and left. And then after Dante, it became up and down. So that's how influential he was with his writing. So it's so cool, I think, that people can write something, so many years ago, and it lasts so long, and then people nowadays can still find value to it, find meaning, and just really enjoy it for what it is. I mean, the passage of
I
time isn't.
really have to give it to your Lolo for imparting you this mind. And
Oh,
and now I'm amazed on because not a lot of the people that I talk to personally will talk about the Iliad and the Odyssey. These are things that normal young people like yourself would be talking about, and now you're talking about being able to read the original manuscript. So, yo, I think you are hearing me now. Can we show the picture of Lolo where she? Because we need to give credit to Lolo who really nurture her mind. It's amazing. Let's see. We'll see. Hopefully we get the picture of Lolo. Yo, you're watching this because I was complaining. Well, I kind of asked for help.
oh,
She's
so
there. You go. That's your look. Let's keep Lolo first on screen.
oh,
So is that young lady you?
that is me.
So
My
when
mom
you
cut my hair so short. I
yeah,
I look
I
like a
have to
boy.
when you sent me the picture, I said, okay, is this Enzo?
People have asked me that before when they've seen my photos from when I was young. No, my mom had my hair really, really short. I think at one point it was shaved. I was calbo, completely calbo. And yeah, that was it in its growing out phase. But even when I was a little older, like 3 and 4, I had the Dora the Explorer haircut with the bangs and the bob, and I was so mad when I got just a bit older. I would tell my mom, "When you're old and can't make decisions, I will make you have that
I
haircut."
know, I know we get even with our parents, right? Now, your Lolo seems to be your Lolo's girl.
Yes, yes, I
Now,
was.
since I know Lolo is no longer with us since 2016, what
Mhm.
message do you have for Lolo? I know Lolo's watching us right now.
Oh, smiling, smiling down. Um, Another great big fat thank you, Lola, for you showered me with so much love also, and you were really the archetypal doting, caring, loving, warm grandfather. And you really did nurture my mind, but you set this example for the rest of your family as well. And we've all grown up, just reading a lot and enjoying learning, but it started with you, and you had so many talents, and you really gave 100% of yourself in all that you did. And hearing stories about you and your life, it's so inspirational and moving. And my siblings and I talk a lot, like, Lolo did that. Our Lolo, we're related to someone who did stuff like that. I mean, it's so cool, and you have those touch me moments. And yeah, in spite of all the great, wonderful things you did in your own life, there was never any hubris with you. You were so unassuming, and you were like a people's person. Like there were no airs or anything. You were very down to earth, and you were very proud of where you're from and your roots, and you instilled a love of of your country, your homeland, and all of us. And oh, I miss you a lot, Lolo, and I love you and
Mm.
thank you.
But you look so cute in that picture.
Oh,
And you could tell you're a happy, happy kid. You're a happy
yes,
child
I
because
was
I
very
think
happy.
you were very pampered by Lolo and Lola. Now,
I was
since
so
you
spoiled.
gave a message to Lolo, yo, can we show the picture of Lola this time? She's being fed again. As always, she's eating in her pictures. There you go. Look, and I'd like to tell them, we showed your picture of your mom earlier. Your
Mhm.
mom and your Lola looks so alike. I
Yeah,
have to do the double take, take double look to make sure that okay, we're getting Lola here, not Yasmin.
not mommy.
But look at that. That's you too, right? Being
That is
fed
me.
again.
Yeah,
Okay.
at SM.
At
I
SM.
think SM
Okay.
Fairview.
Okay. What's your message to Lola? I know she's eight. You mentioned earlier
Yes,
she is 86. She just turned 86 years old.
87.
87.
87, yes.
87.
Another thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank yous right, left, and center. But my grandma, her name is Irene, but I called her Grandma Honey ever since I was small, and I don't remember why, but I like to think it's because she was sweet like honey. She's so sweet, also very doting to me. And my grandma, she suffered a stroke 2 years ago, and it left her pretty much completely paralyzed. And
Yeah.
in those 2 years, I've not heard her complain once about her situation. There was never any sort of wallowing in self pity. Why me? Why did this happen? And that would be a knee jerk reaction, I think, to a lot of people. But she took it in stride, and she is so strong in her faith. And to her, what happened, she doesn't want to be a burden. That's the type of person she is. So it's not, oh my gosh, I had a stroke. I can't do anything. I don't want to be a burden to those taking care of me. And that sort of selflessness is something I don't think we see a lot in the world nowadays. So to have
Yeah.
someone whom I'm so close to who really embodies that, and I've seen it, and actions speak louder than words. So actually seeing her live her life that way, it's so inspiring, and it's such a great example for my siblings and me. And I mean, my mom and her sister, my tita Ampi as well. Of course, they look up to their mom. They were very close to her, and she just she was everything warm and sweet. And I remember when I would go home to the Philippines after coming back, I would cry for like a month straight because I didn't have Grandma Honey with me anymore. And we would talk on the phone for like 2-3 hours until I acclimated back to being in the States. So yeah, with her and with Lolo, it was fairy tale sort of relationship. So thank you, Grandma, for all that you did. You were so gentle and kind to us, and you had infinite patience with us. Oh my gosh. And oh, I love you, Grandma.
Yeah, those are beautiful worlds, and you could tell that they're just amazing individual to raise such an amazing person like yourself.
Oh,
And kudos to your mom. Your mom did a fantastic job with you
oh,
and with your siblings, I guess,
you'd be glad
because
to hear that.
you, you are the eldest.
I am. I
Yeah,
am.
so and then of course Enzo's
He's the
the
baby.
youngest, and being they normally said that the eldest is always the test.
I'm
They
the test
test
child.
everything.
Yes.
They tried everything,
Oh,
and then
yes.
oh, okay, it works. Then we could do it for the second child and the third child.
Yes.
So congratulations to Yasmin for doing such a beautiful thing about you.
Oh, thank you.
Now, other thing that I'd like to know, what makes you happy?
That makes me happy. Not having to wake up to an alarm, that makes me very happy. I hate my alarm. I always
So I
wake
would
up
assume you're not a morning person.
naturally no, but if I wake up enough mornings before the sun comes out, I will acclimate to it and I'll start waking up. But in an ideal world, no, I wake up quite late. So mornings without an alarm, that makes me happy. I love tea. I love to drink tea. I'm not a coffee person. I like teas of, black tea, green tea, matcha. I love all of that. Good food. Every photo you've said has me eating. I love to eat good food, and I'm very picky. So I don't know. I think there's a um sort of test. Like if I'm stuffing my face with something,
Well, aside from eating, based on what I've seen in all your social media posting, you
Mhm.
like to travel. You travel all over the
Yeah,
place with your friends and with your family as well.
I've been very
So where have
lucky.
you gone? I mean, it seems like for such a young lady, you've been anywhere, and then of course you are so sociable. I've seen that with all your picture, and it seems like you have a circle of friends
I
that
do.
you hang out with.
Uh,
Because I always see there's a constant
the
picture,
same
yeah,
people.
same picture with different outfit, different location.
Mhm.
Among where have you been in the
Okay.
world? I know
So,
you've been to Greece.
yes. Aside from the Philippines, the first place I traveled to by myself, actually, and outside of the Philippines, was Spain when I was 13.
Which one? Barcelona or Madrid?
We went to Barcelona. I
Yeah.
was with,
Oh, me too. Okay, go ahead.
oh, what
I
did you
love
do?
it. Yeah.
I loved Barcelona, and I was shameless in asking for samples for jamon iberico. I was like, I treated it like Costco. I was every single place we went to.
You
May
went
I?
to the marketplace, I would assume.
Yes, yes, and every time. May I try the pata negra, the jamon iberico, please? And they were so generous with it. I was,
Yes, yes.
oh yeah, have more. Oh, try this
Yeah.
one too. This one's nice. Oh, if you like this, then you'll like this one. I was like, they don't do this back home.
Well, they do that at Costco.
Okay, they
Well,
don't do that.
those people watching it from different countries, Costco is like it's like an SM, but it's different, and you could taste it. It's like Unimark in the Philippines, if you're familiar with that. If not, then just have to visit Costco or just like SNR or Landers if you're in Manila. But you're in
Costco has
different countries, I
everything.
would not know what to refer it with. But
Mm.
they give samples as you shop. Okay, so you went to Spain. Aside from Spain, where did you go? I
Yeah.
know you went to Greece.
We went all over Greece. It was so much fun, and as I mentioned before, I love the classical Greece, like ancient Greece. I love the history, the culture, and going there, the food. I mean, I don't like salad, but in Crete especially, oh my gosh, every meal I had a salad because the food is so fresh and
Amazing, right? The Greek salad is so different.
like the tomatoes, they were oh so good, so sweet and plump and juicy, and I'm taking myself back mentally and trying to remember the taste. It was so good. So we went all over Greece. We started in Crete, and then we did some of the Cyclades like Santorini, and we went to a place called Sifnos, which is known for food. Actually, it has a festival I think every September that's dedicated to food. So of course that's one of the islands that we chose to go to. We went around the Peloponnese. We went, of course, to Athens and saw Parthenon and so many things. Then we went to Delphi, another.
Wow.
Oh, it was so. I mean, reading the myths. I mean, I got into Greek mythology when I was about 11,
Yeah.
and almost every myth has the hero going to Delphi and asking the oracle
Imagine
something.
seeing these are things that growing up we just saw it on books. We read about it. We see pictures, and to be there,
Yeah,
where Socrates and Plato walked.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's just phenomenal. That's why I keep telling people, even our audience and our listeners, when things. I mean, we went through this horrible period of pandemic
hmm
and the pandemia. So if you have a chance to travel now that it's easing up, travel because all these branded things. Remember, for 2 years we cannot go anywhere. We cannot
yeah,
wear all those Louis Vuittons, the Pradas, and all that. What are you gonna do with that? But go travel and you have an amazing time with all these memories and meeting other people, knowing other cultures, and I think that's what the lessons that I got from the 2 years of being, I call it
mm.
domestically incarcerated in my home.
It,
Cannot do anything.
mm.
So you went to Greece, you went to Spain. What other countries you visited?
We also went to Italy, same trip. After going around the Peloponnese, different places and important places for mythology, we went to Italy. We started in Sicily and worked our way up to Naples. So
Uh-huh.
that was also really fun. The food was also really good, of
Did you
course.
did you happen to visit Pompeii?
Yes, we did.
Loved
Yeah.
it, right?
Oh,
Amazing.
so amazing. Yes. And then seeing how well preserved the city is.
And
Oh my
I
gosh.
guess you tried the Naples pizza where it all started.
Yes, yes.
You have to.
We stood in line for really, really, really long time, a couple hours, I think. And it was sweltering. It was the middle of August when we were there, towards the end of August, actually. So, oh, it was so hot, but it was so worth it. The food was really
So
good.
among the countries that you've been to or visited,
hmm
which one is your favorite? Top two.
Um, I like England. I love England. And Mm, what else? I think Greece. I like Greece a lot also.
Well, why do you love England? Because I don't have the same feeling. Sorry for my English
Well,
audience. Sorry, because I went all over that, but
mhm,
it didn't really impress me the way France and especially Italy did. I could
mm,
go back. I've been so many times to Italy. I'm still not over it. But
yeah.
London, I've been there twice, and that's it for me. I mean, it's just a passing fancy for me because
Really? Oh,
I
I
fly
loved
into
London.
Charles de Gaulle and then we move to another place.
I hate Charles de Gaulle Airport. Oh my gosh, I always have an issue in that airport. But I loved London. I want to live in London one
Is that
day.
right?
That's right.
Well, hey, if you you never know, West End.
That would be a dream. My sister and I went there in January, and we saw a show pretty much every day that we were there. And we procrastinated getting the tickets to the show, so it was a happy turn of fate that we were front row for most of them. So we
That's
were
what
just
happened.
seeing the
And you see,
people.
I
Yes.
do that all the time in New York because I line
Ah.
up for TKTS
Hmm.
and I normally get front seat or like middle
Yeah.
seat orchestra for half a
Mm.
price. Because like if I'm with friends, I always tell them, okay, let's separate. Let's be enemies for a while, and then we get all the beautiful seats because it's half price. Because
Oh
it's kind
wow.
of like remember people normally would watch show two at a time or a pair, and then
Hmm.
but if you're a big group, then you're kind of like not watch it. And I told them you cannot talk to each other anyway during showtime. So
Yeah.
it's better that you guys separate. You get the best seats for a less slots, right? So is
Yeah,
that
that's
what you
true.
did also in London? Is there something like you get it at a discount?
Um, I think they were also trying to get rid of the tickets, make sure that they were sold, like as many tickets were sold on that day. So it wasn't as expensive, I think, as it would have been if you purchased them in advance, especially those front row tickets. But seeing the shows in the theaters was wonderful. And then I like to read a lot of British literature,
Mhm.
especially when I was younger. So that definitely influenced me. And I always wanted to go to where Jane Austen lived. And so I wanted to see the places for myself, and the home of Shakespeare. And I made sure. Oh, my sister was. She lets me plan the trips, and so there was one day where we went all around, and we hit Bath, where Jane Austen lived for a period of time, and then Stratford upon Avon, where
Yeah.
Shakespeare lived, and we went to the school, and we sat in the
I
train.
have to give it to your sister because a lot of people will not be as enthusiastic as you are. Do you remember? Because normally they would like to do the Big Ben and
Mhm.
the Eye and of
We did
course,
that too.
but to go into like Jane Austen and all that,
Oh
it
yeah,
takes
she's
a
a
special
little.
person to accompany you. Did you go to Notting Hill?
We did, yes, of course. My sister was a little miffed at times, a little annoyed, but then she'd say, "Okay, but it was really nice," or "Okay, it was really cool that so and so lived here." So
And
after
how about the food? Did you enjoy the food?
I did, I liked it, and we had some of the best Indian food I've
I
ever
know,
had.
right? Oh my gosh, that's so true. Oh my
It's
God.
so good,
Well,
and
before anything else, it says Irma Johnston said, Uncle Ian must be proud that you
oh,
like England. Hi Irma, I hope you don't take that against me.
I
I
am
like
dear.
England too, but I'm not a big fan.
Her husband is from England, but
Ooh,
I
okay.
also really
So
love the
Uncle
accent.
Ian.
I mean, that's another thing. It's very superficial, but I will listen to anything produced by the BBC or like a period drama. I'm
Well, maybe
so in
this
love.
all manifestation. If it's not New York, it's gonna be London.
Please.
Hello to Elena Lapid Salonga. Elena is the owner of Lapid Chicharon.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I love
yeah, the very
chicharron.
famous Chicharon with Laman. So she is the CEO and owner of the famous Lapid Chicharons. Hi, happy viewing, Elena. She's
Hello.
watching from San Dimas, California. And then, of course, we already said hello to Catherine, that I almost made her a former wife, but it's not. Sorry about that. So we go on. So okay, now let's go with another person said, is she gonna sing other songs? I said yes, she would. So let's prepare for another song that you prepared for us. So
Okay.
without much further ado, hopefully the sound would be much better this time. That I think your uncle Sid made some adjustment. I kind of saw some hands going on in and out
Mm.
earlier. So without much further ado again, let's welcome. the third performance of our very special guest, the soon to be a Broadway or West End artist, Chanteuse
God willing.
Christine Simon.
So I'm going to be singing a song called The Girl in 14G. It was written for one of my favorite actresses of the stage, Jush Andowitt, whom you might know from Wicked,
Yes.
Wicked fame. And this song I thought was really fun. I stumbled upon it while stalking her repertoire, actually. And it's something I like to sing in the shower. I think it's a lot of fun. The song, it kind of goes all over the place, which you'll hear shortly. And I hope you enjoy it. This is The Girl in 14G. It tells the story of Kristen when she moved to New York. And she's a singer. She's a very famous singer. And what it was like living next to other singers. So sorry to all my neighbors. This is what I sound like. Oh, sorry, there's an ad.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So here we go.
I just moved in to 14G, so cozy, calm, and peaceful. Heaven for a mouse like me. With quiet by the leaseful, pets are banned, and parties too, and no solicitations. A window seat with a garden view, a perfect nook to read a book. I'm lost in my Jane Austen when I hear say it isn't so. Not the flat below. From an opera wannabe in 13G. A matinee of some cantata, Wagner's Ring and Traviata. My first night in 14G, I'll put up with Puccini. I'll brew myself a cup of tea. Crochet until she's feeny. 8:30, not a peep, except the clock tick-tocking. Now I lay me down to sleep. A comfy bed to rest my head. A stretch, a yawn, I'm almost gone when. Do we ba boom ba do do spilly ba boom blee boy na 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 woo. Now the girl upstairs wakes me unawares, blowing down from 15G her reveille. She's scatting like her name is Ella. Guess who answers a cappella? Zoop-boom boy boy. Oh, oh, oh. Zoop-boom boy boy. I'm not one to raise my voice, make a fuss, or speak my mind, but might I query, would you mind if, would you kindly stop? That felt good.
Amazing.
$13, $15, $14G, a most unlikely trio. Not quite 3-part harmony. All day or night we're singing. Soup boy boy, skilly bob bob, boy boy, stop. Fill of peace and quiet. Shout out loud, I've changed my diet, all because of 14G.
Wow. Amazing.
More
Before anything else, Rex Ricard is watching. He said, Josh and Christine, wow, awesomeness, Yahoo.
Thank you.
I think Rex is watching us from Las Vegas.
Hmm.
And he has a show also on PHLB. Hi, Rex. Thanks for watching. Okay, then Christine, we talk about what makes you happy. What makes you sad? What
That
makes
makes
you
me sad.
cry?
That makes me cry. It used to be a running joke in my family that I didn't have a heart because I don't cry very easily. I mean, movies, unless it's something really, really sad, like Schindler's List, they don't really make me cry. I don't really cry with books, but I think if I make my mom disappointed, that always makes me cry because she's not one to really get mad, or when she gets mad, I'm like, okay, we fix it very quickly, my mom and I, but I know that if I make her disappointed in something, that really hurts me, and I know it hurts her, and then knowing that it hurts her hurts me even more, so vicious cycle there, and that's one thing. I find that when I get angry, like really, really angry, I start to cry. So it's a different type of crying. It's not because I'm sad necessarily, but I guess I'm just so impassioned by whatever's going on that the tears inevitably flow down. Or if my siblings are crying, I also get a little teary-eyed. I'm just like, oh, I want to fix the problem. And if I can't fix the problem, I get a bit sad.
You want to be the big sister all the time for them.
I guess, yes.
Now, we kind of touch on that. So, in your life, though, if you are asked, what is your song that embodies where you are at this stage of your life, what song would that be?
Ooh, that's a hard question. Hmm. I don't know. Hmm. Sometimes I guess Reflection from Mulan, because like a lot of people, there's a lot of imposter syndrome for me. So I feel like what I see is not always in line with what's going on deeper within.
Yeah.
So there's one. I think, especially if I'm a late night, I'm only sleeping by the Beatles because I just want to be sleeping. That one also. But I guess it depends on what's going on. But for now, maybe those a mixture of those two.
It seems like you're very happy.
I don't have much to be very sad about.
And that's good. That's a good thing, especially nowadays with everybody experiencing some mental illness and with what's happening in the world. And that's good. That you are a happy soul. And again, kudos to your Lola, your Lolo, especially your mom, who's your guide and all that,
Yeah.
and you're the pillar of strength.
Yeah.
Like what you said earlier, it's
And I know
amazing. Can't
whenever
wait to see her again in person next time
Yes.
I'm in
Oh,
your
sure.
area. Now, if I call one of your friends in those pictures, what would they say about you? What do you think people around you, three things that they would say about you? If I call one of those friends of yours,
Okay.
what would they say? Christine is?
I get teased for being a bit proper. I'm kind of proper around them. They'll say something. Oh, you're a princess. You act like this. But it was instilled in me from a very young age. Always say please. Always say thank you. You know, manners are very important. So I can't really separate myself from that. So I guess there's one that I'm a bit proper.
A bit proper.
On the flip side, when with them, I'm very sarcastic. Sometimes,
Really?
sometimes a bit caustic, but yeah, that's where my humor tends to lie when I'm with close friends. Yeah, I'm not much of a joke cracker. That's more my brother and my sister. She'll do the most ludicrous, absurd things. So that's how I guess they make their friends laugh. But I'll just say something kind of sarcastic. So maybe those two, and then. This one isn't very nice to
No,
say.
it's okay. We could share.
It's a bad word.
What?
When I'm with really, really, really good friends, they'll say I'm a bit. I just like a female dog. Let's put it that way.
A
But
what? A female dog? Explain.
a,
You lost me there. What?
a little bitchy. But when I'm with my friends only, and
A
they're
very
the same way.
closest friends.
Yes, but we're all like that, so it's a two-way street. So I maybe those three, and I think that when I'm with close friends, that sums it up a bit. But I'd hope they'd also say that I'm there for them. I'm a good friend. I listen.
Okay.
And
Now that we know what they could possibly think about you, what are two things that we don't know about you that you are willing to share to your public?
hmm, what don't you know about me? Aside from eating, I love to spend time in the kitchen.
Oh, that we know.
But I mean, not just eating. I like to cook and I like to bake. And depending on what's going on in my life, if I feel like things are kind of hectic or if I feel like things are very stable, I'll gravitate towards one or the other. So like, if I feel like I'm like things are out of control and I don't know what to do, I will bake because
Oh, wow.
I find it so calming that I can just follow a recipe and kind of turn my mind off, and then voila, in however many minutes or an hour or something, there's dessert and I can just stuff my face with the dessert. So I like that. But if things are going well, I prefer to cook because then I can be more creative. Just if I throw this and then this, maybe it'll be fine. And if it's not, then I can add some of something else and fix it. So it's a lot looser, I think. So aside from eating, spending time in the kitchen doing other things or making a nice drink. I like to do that too. A
You mean
nice drink.
cocktail?
Yeah, cocktail, yes.
Yeah.
Love a good
Well,
Negroni.
would you, since you said you like to bake, would you rate yourself like a good baker?
Um, I'm good at following directions. So I'm all right.
So do you bake from a box or is it from scratch?
No. Oh no. I'll even make my own whipped cream when I'm baking. I don't want to.
Seriously? Wow.
And when I was in Davis with my friends, I'd always try and bring something. I'd experiment. They'd be my bunnies, my test rabbits, guinea pigs. And unless they're really really polite, they never said anything bad. So I think I'm all right. I could never, at least at this point in my life, come up with a new recipe or be like, this is my version of something. I just pick people whom I trust and follow their recipes to the T. But I'm all right. I'm okay, I think.
That's so awesome. Well, hello to Erlinda Lapid, Yukino. Hello, he said, hello, Josh, watching from the Philippines. Hello, Early. Another sister of Elena Lapid, and they own a Lapid Chicharon in the Philippines. It is so good. It's so addicting. But it's so, I could eat it every day. You know what chicharron is, right?
Oh
The
yeah,
pork rind.
I like to snack on it when we
Yeah,
have it at
that's the
home.
pork rind. That's the best out in the market.
Yeah.
Lapid chicharron.
Okay. Next time we're
So you could tell it's my favorite. Now we talk about you and things that your friends might say about you and what you willing to share with us. One of the other things that I am curious about is what do you say yourself when you wake up in the morning and you look at the mirror?
What do I say? Normally, I'll see if I have a pimple first. I'll be like, is there a pimple?
Of course.
Nice. It's the first thing, and then make sure there's no like muta in my eye or something. But just try and, I guess, enjoy if I can, and if I can't enjoy the day, what's coming forward, try to find a way to deal with it.
Yeah.
And then if I get too in my head about feeling badly about something, or if I'm kind of stuck in the doldrums about another thing going on, I'll try and remind myself, okay, I know it seems bad, X, Y, and Z seems bad, like you can't get rid of it, but try and remember the good things, like when push comes to shove, mommy's in your corner, and then my siblings are there. My Enzo is always there to give me a hug. My sister's just a phone call away.
Oh.
Try and reorient my frame of mind, I guess, to put a bit of an optimistic spin, even though I want to be a pessimist so badly.
That is so awesome. Now you mentioned earlier that your Lolo and your Lola instill faith in you. What do
Mm,
you pray for?
what do I pray for? Um, I'll preface it. I'm not the most biased by the book Catholic. But when I do pray, I sort of shirk away the ceremonial aspects, I guess, and I feel like I'm just talking to God, so I make it very intimate and conversational. And I, aside from like, oh, I pray that this happens, I pray for that I do well on my tests, very things like that. I pray that I have the mental fortitude to study when I don't want to, that I keep my focus, things like that. That my plan for my life, sort of carries on in the path, that in spite of whatever bumps are in the road, I can get through them. I pray for stuff like that. And then I pray for my family. I always pray for mommy and her health, and that whatever she's going through, her burdens, that they can be eased, if not completely lifted. I pray for grandma, that also, whatever she's going through, that the worries that are in her mind can be taken away, so that she can just be peaceful and not have to worry about things. I pray that my siblings also do well on their tests, and that they don't have to deal with many hardships, that whatever they're going through will be solved pretty quickly, that they're happy, things like that. And then I pray for Lolo's soul. I pray for something my mom told me that her dad told her, was to always pray for the souls in purgatory. And that's something I try to remember to pray for. And then something my mom always tells us is to pray for those who don't have people to pray for them. So kind of a blanket prayer for those people who are suffering, who don't have anyone in their life to pray for them. And then just the atrocities that are going on in the world, whether it be war or famine or child exploitation. There's so many things going on, that the people who have the power to put an end to those things, or at least lessen the severity of them, do, so that the burden of and the suffering of those millions of people can be lifted. So stuff like that.
You're an amazing young lady. I mean, you're so
Oh,
young, but you're so articulate. You have the gift of
thank you.
voice. I mean, I cannot pinpoint of anything bad about you as a person. You're a very happy person, and you have a great support system. And kudos to everybody around you. I mean, you're a breath of fresh air.
Oh,
You could tell you're very jolly, you're very sociable, and it's just amazing, amazing, amazing young lady. Okay,
oh,
before we continue on the last portion, because I know a lot of people would like to follow you on social media, we will touch on that after your performance. So,
okay,
ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you again the phenomenal, and I'm going to use the word phenomenal, the phenomenal Christine Simon. Take it away,
okay,
Christine.
okay. Well, for this last song, I think it's a bit full circle for me to sing the song that I first sang as a solo at a concert, which you also heard at the last concert. It's I Dreamed a Dream from Les Miserables. And this song has been very special to me ever since I first sang it, and ever since I first heard it, because I read Les Mis when I was, I think, a bit younger than I should have been. And Fantine's story really stood out to me, and how, in spite of all the hardships that she goes through, her love for her daughter, for Cosette, just sort of carries her through. And I thought it was really interesting how so many bad things were thrown her way, but she still has hope. She's not completely, pessimistic, or she doesn't have this sort of terrible view of what things are. She still, while one foot is kind of in the past when her life was good, she thinks that the next day, the new dawn will be good for her daughter, and she still has faith in God. She wants forgiveness for whatever sin she committed. But to me, when I was reading it, I was like, you were driven to do those things. It's not like you sort of willingly went, oh, okay, I want to do this and that. She was so desperate, I guess, for the money to care for her daughter. The Thenardiers were saying was sick when she wasn't even sick. And so it really brought up a lot of emotions for me. And then I started seeing things as not as black and white, how there's a lot of gray for people, especially with like Jean Valjean's story and his redemption arc. So now I'm just talking about Les Mis because I love Les Mis.
Me too.
Oh, it's so good. But Fantine's story really resonated with me, even though I have nothing in my life to compare it to, just sort of trying for however long the song is, 4 minutes, to get into her mind and see what her life is like. It made me very grateful for what I have in my life, to say the least, and it helped put things into perspective. So I will get the song.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Christine Simon's version of I Dream a Dream from Les Miserables.
I hope there are no ads this time. Take a sip of this. There was a time when men were kind, when their voices were soft, and their words inviting. There was a time when love was blind, the world was a song, and the song was exciting. There was a time, and it all went wrong. I dreamed a dream in time gone by, and hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. I was young and unafraid. Dreams were made and used and wasted. There was no ransom to be paid. No song unsung, no wine untasted. But the tigers come at night with their voices soft as thunder, as they tear your hope apart. Turn your dream to shame. Slept a summer by my side. He filled my days with endless wonder. He took my childhood in his stride, but he was gone when autumn came. And still I dream he'll come to me, that we will live the years together. But there are dreams that cannot be, and there are storms we cannot weather. I had a dream my life would be so different from this hell I'm living, so different now from what it seems. Now life has killed the dream.
Amazing. Oh my
Thank
God,
you.
Christine. Goosebumps. Amazing. So it seems like you like songs that it's not like it's sad song. It's like a torch song.
It is a very
It seems
sad
like
song.
you're gravitating towards, except of course that I could have danced all night.
Mhm.
That's different. But this one, you're so right. Every description that you did for Les Miserables, it's a very haunting song. Of course, that uh, yeah, but the maturity on the way you sang it, because it's a very sad song for Fantine, and to
Yes.
give up a daughter and to go through that horrible experiences. You never know, things could turn out. Because remember, we keep talking about Leia. Leia is the first Asian actress who did that on
I
stage.
know.
Yeah, and she did that. She did. Isn't it funny? She did the 25th anniversary as Cosette.
Fantine.
And then she did again Fantine. Remember, she
Uh-huh.
did both.
And she did the 10th
On My Way, and then
anniversary
for
as
the
Eponine.
yeah,
Yes.
for the Grand
Oh,
thing. And she's the only one that was able to do that. So
yes.
she really opened not only for Filipinos, but she opened the Asian market for roles that are normally given to to Asians, were
Mm,
given to her.
yes.
See,
And
that's
then
why, yeah. And then,
now
of
what you were
course,
saying, she opened the
another
door.
friend of ours,
Mm.
Rachel Ann Go, is already in London.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna
she's,
say, like she and Eva Noblezada, they also
yeah,
represented on the West End
yeah.
for
And then now
Eponine.
there's another, for the male, it's gonna be Mark Bautista is doing another show, as well as there's another guy who's doing another show as Tui in Guam.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I'll
okay.
send you some, because normally they send me invitation for I guess for people that I know. I'll
Mhm.
send you some of the auditions. It's going on right now.
Oh, thank you.
And like I mentioned to you offline, I'll send you. Hopefully, once you get in, or at least your name is out there. You never know. I think there is an audition that for a tour. It's a Cinderella.
Oh,
Yeah, for
princess.
I think Guam or something. You never know. It will be a good experience for you to experience, uh, to be exposed to auditioning.
Yeah.
You never
Oh,
know
thank you.
what this will come out, but at least for what it's worth, it's the experience being out there.
Hmm.
And if
Yes.
and if you are not part of the ensemble, or you're not chosen to be part of the group, your
Mm-hmm.
name is out there. And they will also, these producers, especially the Broadway, the West End, they keep you in mind, because I know some friends that auditioned way back for in the
Mm-hmm.
first, second, and third audition of Miss Saigon, and they were called back after so many months that they thought that's already done, and they opened a tour, and they were part of that, and now they're
Oh, wow.
touring. They're touring. You never know, but
Your foot in the door.
I'm just afraid of Yasmin, because Yasmin, you gave all the information to my
Oh,
daughter, and now
no.
she's not Dr. Christine Simon anymore.
No, I mean, I think my mom, as long as my siblings and I are doing something that makes us happy, that's what she cares about the most.
Wow, that's
But
beautiful.
she's also happy with what we want to do at the moment. So it's all
Well,
past her
that is
desk.
such a blessing, and I like when you said that you're so grateful, because I think one of the best thing that you had one of the many best wonderful things you have mentioned is that stood out for me is your support system, especially from your mother.
Yes.
That is so amazing, because once you have a very good support system, and it seems like your mom is your best friend. That's wonderful, and it's
Yeah.
so inspiring and motivating to hear that from
Yeah,
a young
we're
lady
all
like
really
yours.
close. It's funny because my siblings and I mean, my brother's the youngest and he's already 14, but when you see us all out, we're like little ducklings and our mom's the duck. We always want to be with her and we'll still fight who gets to sit next to her and stuff like that. So,
Well, eventually, just in case you get into one of those roles, either in New York or in London or any other touring company, I guess before because I think that's not going to be too much of an adjustment, because you live in UC Davis, and that's quite far away from home.
mhm.
Yeah. How was that experience like, by the way?
Oh,
Being away
I
from
love
home at
living.
such a young
I like
age.
being by myself in my apartment. No, my family found us. I thought I was a bit strange, but I'm a real homebody. I love, just having the just be able to do what I want. I mean, I don't have to wear my headphones if I want to blast music. I don't have to make sure that the kitchen is free or whatever room is free. I can just do what I want. But I enjoyed it a lot, and I think I was lucky because that place in particular, Davis, it's a college town, so the transition wasn't as difficult as it could have been, and everyone is so supportive and kind. People are really kind there, and so I found friends very quickly and had my own support system there also, which was really nice. So I made a couple of friends there whom I think will stay with me for the rest of my life. So I loved that.
Those are friends for life. So,
Yeah.
but living by yourself, away from home, what
Hmm.
did you learn about yourself?
Mm, that if I want things to get done, I need to be very strict with my schedule. I need to write everything down, and I'm the type of person who likes to put little check marks. So the more things I write down in my planner, the better things will end up being. But I always have to find the motivation to put things in the planner.
So
So when I
you're
start,
one of those who put like a to do list.
yes, I put a to-do list. But then when I fall off that habit, then things start to go a bit crazy. Things start it's not that great after that. But when I'm on schedule, then it's okay.
Well, before anything else, people are texting me on my other personal phone platform, social media where they could follow Christine Simon. Okay, let's start with Facebook.
Just Christine Simon on Facebook,
Yeah,
Kristine.
yeah, Christine with a K, not with a
Yes,
C.
yes.
Yeah, and it's
Important distinction there.
okay.
So,
And then you do have an Instagram, you said.
yes, I'm really bad about posting things online. I mean, my Instagram has no videos of me singing. I think if you saw my Instagram, you wouldn't think that I
No.
sang, you know, and I'm private on everything. I'm really bad, but Instagram is where I post, like if I travel, if I saw my friends, if something happens. But even there, I'm really bad about posting on time. I mean, I have photos from the Greece and Italy trip that I still want to post, but that was so many months ago. And then the trip my siblings and I went on in December and January. I haven't posted anything, so not the not the best at posting. But Christine M. Simon, if you want to follow there, Kristine, and then M as in Mama Simon.
Okay, but
All one.
you have a YouTube channel?
I don't.
Yeah, you
Actually,
should.
my sister had a YouTube
You
channel. She's
should.
gonna kill me for saying this now, but
No, but you should though. You know why? Because you could post like your covers.
yes, my mom has been telling me, but
Yeah.
I need to do. I have a couple videos on different channels. Like there's
Yeah,
one of
because
me.
for an artist, that's
Mhm.
why if you want to grow in this business, you have to have a YouTube channel. At least
Yes.
you don't have to do your whatever your singing. I'll send you some of I send you the videos that you did for the show. Post
Mhm.
that. Because
Okay.
a lot of people want a lot of people had requested for that
Mhm.
portion, and of course I just don't give it away because at the end of the day it's not me who's performing, it's you. So
Mhm.
I told them I'm gonna ask Chrissy, I'm gonna be guesting her, so I'm gonna ask if she has a YouTube channel because
Mhm.
people wants to follow you on social media and want to hear and see your voice.
Well, I give you full permission if someone's asking for a video to share it, but
So I have permission, right?
you have
Okay,
permission. No, I think for
yeah.
me, I never thought singing was a even a viable option. It was just a hobby that I kind of
What?
yeah, because I was so focused. I want to be a doctor, so I always thought, okay, I'll do singing on the
Oh
side.
my God! Now you're scaring me because I'm sending you all this audition thing
No, I will
invitation.
take it. Like, I
Oh my
will
God!
take the
But
opportunity gladly. Thank you. But
Yasmin
before,
is gonna kill me for sure. Now I
no.
rattle your mind and your intention. Maybe you'll be another Lea Salonga in Domingue who wants to be a doctor, and then your dream was taken somewhere else.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if that happened, and I know my mom wouldn't be mad either at the end of the day.
Well, I'm glad that you mentioned though. I think my out of that would be at least she's happy.
Yes, yes.
Remember what she said during the interview? As long as she's happy.
No, I think that's the same for all of my siblings and for me. My mom said, as long as we're happy doing what we do, then it's fine. Because she said you can be in the most prestigious, lucrative job in the world, but if you hate it,
Yeah.
it's gonna show, and
Yeah, because
it's not worth it.
the passion should be there, like what they said.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you're passionate about what you do, it's not work anymore.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. It seems like you were really destined to be on a stage, Christine. Yeah, I guess it's
Thank
so many
you.
performers here, but you're one of uh, few ones that stood out. And I always remember this interview. I also remember your performances because you got what it takes. If you
Oh,
have not heard that from other people, I'm telling you now, it's
thank
just a
you. Thank
matter
you.
of the right timing, the right project, and the right audition.
Oh, well, thank you. It
Yeah,
means a
and
lot coming from you.
I know a lot of things will happen because Carlos is watching us as well.
Hello, Mr. Carlos.
So how did you get in touch with Carlos? Because you mentioned that in the write up you sent me.
Yes, it was a funny story. I think I was on, I mean, someone, there was a mutual friend between him and my mom
Yeah.
that, and they sent a video of me singing a few years ago, but I think the concert already passed. But then another friend whom we coincidentally bumped into while going to, it was a talk on the Second Vatican Council, actually. That's where we were, my mom and I, listening to a priest give a sort of lecture about it. And then we bumped into a lady, Miss Salva, and she said that she knew Mr. Carlos and that she would send a video of me. And then she sent the video and we got in touch. And he was very, very kind. Oh my gosh, he's so kind. And he asked me to be a part of a Broadway night Broadway
The-
night
to remember
Remember Returns.
returns.
It's a bit of a mouthful. I just call it Broadway concert in my mind. He asked me if I would be interested in being the special guest, and I leapt at the opportunity. Of course, I would love to be part of it, and that's how it happened. It was a very quick turnaround. I think it was only a few weeks from.
Yeah. Well, like what I said earlier, I didn't know you will be guesting because like all the information I got, because I guested all the artists there,
Hmm,
and then I was not told that there's a special guest. That's you. So
surprise!
when you came out and you did the song, I was like, who is that lady? And I was taking the
Oh,
video, and then you did the I Dream a Dream, and then
mhm.
after that you came back again and you sang I Could Have Danced,
Yes.
and I said amazing, and then you did a duet number with Sean. I said
Mhm.
I got to guess this lady because
Oh,
this
thank
she
you.
should not be kept in a secret. The world should hear about her. At
Oh,
least our guests are, because we have producers friends that who watch the shows too, and they will normally would ask me for talents who could do shows, guest front acts and stuff like that, and definitely I will make mention of your name,
thank
especially
you. Thank you.
there's so many concerts going on now in California,
Mhm.
especially in the southern California, or SoCal,
Yes.
including for San Diego and Nevada, and that could be some opportunity for you. Plus, like what I said, I always get invited for some people that I know to audition for, especially for Broadway and stuff like that.
Oh,
And
wow.
of course, I will send that to you
Thank you.
starting
Thank you.
tomorrow. I'll
Oh,
look
thank
for
you.
that thing that I did. I sent one to Melanie as well. So
Mm.
I'll send that to you. And I know there's another one coming up soon. I think Miss Saigon is being revived again
Oh, wow.
for
Oh my
a
gosh.
tour So I think that would be nice for you to audition as well.
Oh,
Yeah, you never,
I'd love to. It's such an iconic show, and
yeah.
oh, music is so good, and the
And
story.
hopefully, once Leia is in town, then and I have an opportunity, I will try to get you guys together. I think
Oh my gosh.
that will be so cool.
Oh, I don't think I'd be able to sing with her there. I'd be meeting your hero, meeting your idol. I'd be too starstruck. I just
Because
nothing would come
she
out.
just finished a concert at almost the same time as you did in
Oh, okay.
Soraya in North Hills,
Mm.
my area. So anyway, so last question I have for you now that we have your social media contacts and of course we got to know up close and personal about you. I know you're still a very, very young lady, but in the event, how would you like people to remember you?
Um, maybe just as someone who is a good person. I mean, it's very simple. No matter what I do, um, I, I'd want them to just think that I'm a good person. I don't want them to get a bad impression of me. I don't want them to be like, oh, she's mean or something. So they can get that impression if I'm in a mood, but that I'm a good person and that if I try my best at something, even if it doesn't work out, that I really put in my 100%, that I don't do things sort of half-heartedly. I think that's another one. And then I'm grateful for the experience of whatever I'm doing, because I recognize that there's so many people who don't get to do what they want because of circumstances. So that's very sad that that's what their lives are like. But no matter what I'm doing, if I'm enjoying it, I just would like people to know that I'm grateful that I'm able to do what I like, what I love, and that's how my life is
It's
going.
beautiful, and of course that will still evolve as you mature. Now, last thing, message to your family, friends, supporters, fans.
Oh, thank you to those who are my support system. I mean, everything you do goes on behind the scenes, but without you, I'd be a mess. So big thank you. And not just for, being a cheerleader or supporter, but for showing me love when it's very difficult to do so, because I know I'm not always the easiest person to love. So, sticking in my corner during those hard moments, it really means a lot to me. And though I don't always seem like I remember those times, it's in the back of my mind that I do remember what you do for me, and I'm very thankful for it. That's for like friends and for family and for friends also. And thanks for putting up with me when I'm bad at responding to my friends. We send like a lot of Snapchats to each other, but just know that I still love you, even though I'm not responding to every single thing you're sending, not every single photo. But thank you for still fostering the relationship with me, so that when we do meet up in person, it's like no time has passed at all. And those are the best sort of friendships. And for anyone else, thank you for listening. Thank you for just pressing play and listening and giving me a chance or an opportunity. I appreciate that a lot. And I never think of myself as having, fans or something. So it's very, very strange. But I hope you continue listening, that you continue enjoying it. And I don't know, if you have a request, I'd be happy to oblige. And maybe that.
You should ask. You should tell them, "I'll see you one of these days on stage."
No,
Manifestation, manifestation. We need to claim that.
Okay, manifestation. It's a fine line between manifestation and being, like, pride cometh before the fall. I'm afraid to walk that line.
You always remember, and this I'm telling you, you have the gift. It's God's
thank
gift
you.
of voice, and I'm so honored and privileged to be able to interview. Do you know we always been talking already for almost 2 hours?
Oh, it felt like 2 minutes.
Yeah, and you did wonderfully. But I'd like to thank you on behalf of this show of Alam Mo Ba? Alam Mo Ba is Did You Know or Do You Know? With Jush Andowitt. Thank you I thank your mom for allowing and putting this schedule together, so you would have time to be with me on this particular evening and this particular show. Thank you for your time, especially on a Friday night where you could have done something else. You could be reading your Iliad and your Odyssey and maybe Dante's Inferno,
Right now
or
I'm
a
binging.
Jane Austen novel. But here you are, I'm making you sing at this hour on a Friday night, and for sharing a glimpse of your life. And I know this will be replayed and shared with so many people. It's so inspiring, and I know these people, once you get into the bigger stage, they'll come back here and try to get some of these bits and pieces, and you'll remember that once in a blue moon you were interviewed here in this particular PHLB radio. So thank you so much, Christine, and I'm so honored, to be able to see you perform live, and I wish the other people would have done the same thing too, especially. And if there's any project that will come your way and you need our support, don't hesitate. I'm one text away. You have a fan here on my end of the world. And I will keep you in mind when I do my own concerts, meaning I produce my own concert as well. I'll keep you in mind.
Thank
for
you.
sure. Hopefully sometime August. Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's my
hopefully.
birthday month. That would line up perfectly.
Yeah, but I have to get the blessing from Yasmin
From mommy.
first.
See, I think there's a part she likes when I have some engagement or something because I don't really sing a lot in the house. I never sing for her. She always complains that it's only at church that she'll hear me singing, or now at something like this. So
Yeah,
she
so
gets to hear me sing now, but it also comes with
you
my warm
never
ups
know.
and
You never know.
everything.
But as I've said, dreams are dreams, but
Mm,
dreams do come true.
yeah,
Yes, but
sometimes.
thank you so much. So
Mm,
before we end, I always tell my viewers, my viewers as well as our listeners, I always remind them to be kind. You
mm.
can never go wrong with kindness, and any act of kindness that you do to people or to one another, it will come back to you in so many ways, in different times, in different forms. And with that, good evening to everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, world. And I wish you all the best for next week. Have a wonderful, happy, safe next week. And for those people watching us the rest of the weekend, you have a wonderful weekend. Christine, again, thank you so much. It was a fantastic, enjoyable 2 hours. And I thank you to you, to your mom, to your Uncle Sid, who was trying to help you out with the technicals.
Thank you, Uncle
And of
Sid and Auntie
course,
Caroline.
and Auntie Caroline, and to your Lolo who
Yes,
is in heaven, and of course your Lola. And I wish you all the best.
thank you.
And we're gonna close the show, but hang in there. I'll just need to ask you, we chit chat a little bit. But
Okay.
anyway, we're gonna end the show now. Good night, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Magandang gabi, magandang umaga, at magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. I enjoyed you having here, and thank you for always supporting our shows. And I'll see you tomorrow for another show of Dear Kuya Josh on a Sunday in Manila and different kinds of the world depending on where you are and the time zone. But here in America or in the Pacific, it's going to be 10 p.m. tomorrow, and we have and our topic tomorrow, our episode tomorrow, the letter sender topic is droga or bawal na gamot. Dapat bang tiisin? Don't do. I know it's Kristen is like looking at me straight, like what?
After you said bawal,
Bawal na
what
gawa.
I
It's about
understood.
drugs tomorrow. It's a letter sender. It's my other show that does that. So
Mm.
for now, good evening. I am signing off. Kuya Josh Andowitt is signing off. Good evening to everybody, and thank you for watching the show or listening to the show. And if you missed part of the show, as I've said, go into our archive on PHLB Radio YouTube channel. So again, good evening, everyone. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Thank you, Christine. There we go. We're off here. So how do you like it?